Real Madrid fans have one wish: for a premature Dani Carvajal injury return. Well, while it's still up in the air, Fabrizio Romano has shared some good news. It is not uncommon for Real Madrid to be hit by injuries. While it remains unfortunate to see key players on the treatment table, Los Blancos have been through worse, and such is the nature of this sport, worse is yet to come. Nevertheless, this season has overarchingly impacted Real Madrid on the injury front. Despite not being the type of club to wallow or come up with excuses, it is difficult to overlook the impact that injuries have had when considering Real Madrid's form. The form, by the way, has been far from disastrous. However, given the standards that Real Madrid holds themselves to qualify for the Champions League knockouts through the playoff route was cause for concern. Nevertheless, there is renewed hope in the air about a brighter end to the season, which could involve more Champions League success. Unfortunately, this success might have to be achieved without the hero of the 2024 final, Dani Carvajal. Despite being one of the shortest players on the pitch, Carvajal leapt in the air to head the ball home at Wembley Stadium. He opened the scoring, which was then added to by Vinicius Jr. Dani Carvajal has been absent for as long as Real Madrid fans can remember this season. Playing a few matches at the beginning of the season, Carvajal was unfortunately hit by a ruptured ACL, which deemed him unavailable for the rest of this season. The ACL is an injury to avoid. When players suffer from an injured ACL, it's often lights out for the season, as the recovery process takes longer than most of the smaller scale injuries. Nevertheless, there is renewed optimism when it comes to Dani Carvajal. While it would be naive to envision him making a comeback anytime soon, he could certainly progress faster than expected. That is, if news by Fabrizio Romano is anything to go by, which oftentimes it is. Fabrizio Romano relayed a social media post by Dani Carvajal, which was an image of his boots being laced up. The image featured text from Carvajal, which translated to Carvajal saying he missed this. Adding his own input, Fabrizio Romano said that Dani Carvajal is preparing for his return as soon as possible. Since there were blades of grass and mud in the picture, we can read between the lines that he is back to training on grass. This is not to be overlooked, as it is a sign of recovery. The decision for clubs to send their players back on grass is never rushed, especially by Real Madrid, who are often prudent with such decisions. So will Dani Carvajal be back anytime soon? No, probably not. It wouldn't be beneficial to rush him back anytime soon either. However, this social media post can only come as good news for Real Madrid fans. Even if he is back only a few weeks before expected, Real Madrid would take this with outstretched arms.